July 28th, Jackson County Commission meeting, for order. Have a roll call.
District 1, Mr. Governor. Present. District 2, Mr. Biddle.
Present.
District 3, Mr. Moore. District 4, Mr. Levin.
Present.
Quorum is present, so it's on to next business. Have our invocation by Mr. Laurel and our pledge by Mr. Governor.
Please bow. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity for us to be here. Father, watch over us and guide us as we make decisions that pertain to this county. Please look over and watch over the men and women that are in the armed services, protecting this country. Help us make wise decisions that will last for a long time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item is approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. We have a July 7th and July 14th minutes in your packet, so either motion to approve these separately or together.
I'll make a motion to bring them together.
Motion, have a second.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Okay. Next item is approval of the agenda for the meeting. We have 9 items on the agenda. Are there any changes before we proceed? We have a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. I have no award presentations, and have we had anyone sign up to speak?
No.
Okay. I have no old business, so we'll move straight on to new business, and the first item is motion to approve and sign a resolution regarding the solid waste management plan. This is the item we had a public hearing on a couple weeks back. So before any further discussion, we have a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Is there any further discussion or questions on this? I've not had any comments or any follow-ups that has.
Okay, no, we don't.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Next item, motion to approve temporary worker for the Public Works Department. We did approve putting this out and allowing for 8 positions through September 30th for solid waste. So we have those 8 recommendations for those temporary positions listed here. Right now, they're guaranteed through the end of this fiscal year. If we are to continue it, we'll need to put that in the budget for next year, which we'll be having that meeting in a couple of weeks to discuss regarding the public works budget. So again, this is to go ahead and move forward with hiring these 8 individuals for the time being, so we can take the recommendation as a whole or in part. Do we have any discussion, questions, comments?
If we extend this, will they have to reapply, or
No,
how does that read?
they can serve for up to 6 months, so we could keep these individuals for up to 6 months, and then we would have to send you, if we went beyond that, we'd have to go through the process again.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept the recommendation.
Okay, have a motion to accept the recommendation in a second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Okay. Next item, motion to approve and sign a resolution regarding intersection of County Road 57 and County Road 369 as a 3-way stop. Again, this was presented at our last work session, so before any further discussion, we have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Is there any further discussion on this? Mr. Wyden, do you have anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. A motion and a second. Do we have everything we need to get this taken care of? Or?
We have bids in place to take care of it. It was an estimated cost of about $3,100, I believe, as y'all recall, for rumble strips. And we have the signs and everything. We just have to contract out the rumble strips.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Next item, motion to approve proposal for entrance gate to Public Works and Solid Waste Building. I think there's some new information on this, Mr. White.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Thank you. Last week I presented y'all with one proposal from High Tech Gate Systems. They are a business in Jackson County. Since that time, we've talked with Evan and looked at the project. We went from we was looking at doing a wrought iron type curved gate at the top. By doing like a rectangular type gate, we can reduce our cost substantially. And this is the top of the line system. It's got a 5-year warranty. It's the one that most industrial places use. I know he's talked about he uses these for the arsenal gates he puts in. This is the same type as uses for them. We'll have this includes gates, keypads, all electronics, everything. It will be put on a post. This does not include the brick and the block like what we call them, that will build outside that, for the aesthetics of it. But this is everything. We're hoping we can get to tech school maybe to do that after they get back in session. But if you look, we've been able to reduce the cost to $14,817.92, and I think that's on your second page. And the remainder of the pages is just some pictures and stuff that will be used. Apparently, this is this type of system is what's considered in the industry to be the top of the line. And in meeting with Evan, he seems like a very good. I think Mr. Guffey knows him, and he seems like he's real, knows what he's talking about.
Questions or comments on this item? If we, to do this, I don't think we had this budgeted, we didn't have this budgeted, Mr. Lynn? I don't believe there's anything. So we'd have to fund it either out of 116 or I guess fund 100 to do that.
We talked about
111 not have the funds for it.
It probably has the cash to do it at this time, yeah. They would probably do it within the year.
This. Mr. Porter was talking about it being a public works building type project. It could also come out of 112 if you want to do that.
Well, yeah, 116 probably be the better choice than we would do that. But yes, it could probably be paid for on 111 also. Mister, do you have a recommendation?
How much is 111 budgeted, Mr. Manning? Do you recall?
You talking about as a total for the
Yes, sir.
year-to-date? I don't recall the
We've been
exact-
taking, several things out of 112 and
With the temporary change, as far as the actual budget, it should be about zero, pretty
Okay.
close to zero on 111. So again, we could take it out of 112, we do have a cash balance there that we could pay for this project out of.
I make a motion to take it out of 112 and approve it.
Motion to approve the item from 112, do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? This will be the cash reserve. Okay, motion second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Next item, motion to approve use of Commissioner Level funds. You have a recommendation on a portion of that, Mr. Level?
Yes, sir, Woodville Public Library has called and was in need of getting some books. Said they were running short of funds and they needed some books. And I told them the commission would approve, we'd give them $1,000 book grant.
A recommendation for $1,000 from Mr. Level's funds, or is that in form of motion?
It certainly is.
Have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Do we have any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Next item, motion to approve the solid waste exemption policy. We have the resolution regarding solid waste exemption policy. Again, this was discussed during the work session. So for any further discussion, have a motion to proceed or to accept the resolution.
Make a motion to accept.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Is there any further discussion? discussion on this item? And this will be effective starting October 1, which will be when the applications begin the application process for the next year. Motion and second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. Next item, motion to approve digital information cooperative agreement and resolution. This is regarding the agreement with the state on the mapping for revenue office. They'll reimburse us with $20,000. We will be allowing them in that case to use the maps that we receive from this process. So, had this at the previous work session before any further discussion. We have a motion. Have a motion.
So moved.
Motion and a second. Okay. And this was requested by the Revenue Commissioner. I think he's on board with it. He doesn't have problems or anything other than that item that they are allowed to use our maps. It's a pretty good deal for the county. Any other comments or questions? Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The next item, motion to approve the contract for 10 GPS units. We discussed at the work session last week that we would move forward with 10 units for the time being on a 3-year contract, and that we would begin the process of putting the bid specs together. So we're working on the bid specs, and maybe another week or two before those are prepared and put out. We've got, I think, 3 companies interested so far in looking at those bid specs. So hopefully we'll have some good representation to put those out. But for the time being, in order to get this program started, you have the contract for 10 units in front of you. And it is the same cost per unit as previously discussed with the 20 units we talked about. So, any further discussion on that item?
How will we come up with the 10 vehicles that we're going to let the department make a recommendation?
I would say that the committee could approve the recommendation, what the department head of the committee wants to look at.
We'll come back with a recommendation.
Yeah, or again, just.
Or just
if
do
you'll-
it.
If you'll make a recommendation to the department head, or work with him on that, then we can set that, do it administratively. Okay. Any other questions or comments? Do we have a motion to approve the agreement?
So move.
Motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The next item, motion to approve contract for the senior RX applicant. You have a copy of the contract. It is a recommendation of the hiring committee for the senior RX administrator. You have a copy of the resume and the application of employment for the recommended person. You have a copy of the contract, which I think everybody has to look at. So entertain, this first time again, this has come to us, so we have any discussion on this item? Questions or comments? I believe the start date is the 2nd week of August. I believe it will be the 8th, actually. We have a motion to approve the contract of employment.
I'll make that motion.
Motion and a second. Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Okay. And that agreement is with Patricia Bottomley. Okay, concludes our business items. Move on to our reports. Mr. Manning? Mr. White?
Just report to the commission, the County Road 8 and County Road 95 bid in Montgomery Friday. Jackson Paving was the low bidder. They haven't been awarded yet. Everything's got to be gone through. Both County Road 8 actually came in substantially less than what was expecting, so that was a good thing. And County Road 95 also did. So it's still a process before we get started doing it, but we're probably 2-3 months off before we start paving. But just want to make y'all aware of that the bid was less, and that way our matching money won't be as much as we first anticipated. So that's a good thing.
Thank you. Chief Deputy? Mr. Deputy?
No, sir.
recess, thank you. We'll head downstairs for the budget hearing. I think we have two items we want to discuss tonight, so entertain a motion to recess. Motion at the second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no.